Hello everyone, here a video about how I installed the solar panels. The end result you quickly see here already on the deck. It's been a while since I installed it and I recorded quite some footage about it, but in my excitement I forgot to include the first parts of how I installed like the aluminium mount of the solar panel, because I wanted something that can also change the angle towards the sun, and it also needs to slide on the side of the deck. So unfortunately I missed that part in the video. So it will immediately jump to mounting that that installation to the solar panels and the rest. So hope you enjoy the video. So here's the railing. So these holes are pre-drilled, but they're too small for the 6mm screw that I want to use. Bolts are going to expand. Welcome back again. Today I'm making a small video about installing the solar panel that I received yesterday. So I'm pretty happy with how I mounted it on the deck. So now it's hanging on the side of the boat, nicely under the railing, so when the sheet will go over the railing, it cannot damage the solar panel. Just have to see in practice how it will go here at the end, that it doesn't hook against, for example, that the clip, but I'm quite positive that with a bit of luck the sheet will not go there. So we'll carefully try, and maybe we have to remove that one. So it's possible to slide the panel up, adjust the tilt towards the sun, and even slide it completely on the deck. So if I don't use the mizzen sail, it can just be on the deck and everything is easy. And also still the line for the stern is possible, as long as the angle goes more to the back. Yeah, I will still be able to use that line. So pretty happy with that. But today we're going to drill a hole in the boat here, so I can put this cable down into the boat, and then on the inside it will come from the roof there, and I have to nicely integrate it, and then it will go into this cabinet where the cable comes from the engine room, where I have the service batteries and the solar charger. So that cable is already set. I will show you later. So now let's drill a hole in the boat. Well, I never realized how thick this deck is. Like, it's really very thick, strong deck. So nice to see. It's more than, I think, like a centimeter thick, and then we see the ceiling through it. So now I have to try to make from the other side a very nice hole on top. So I quite like the ceiling how it is, and it would not be so nice if somewhere here a hole would come out and then a wire past this. So It's more work, but I'm going to decide. I'm going to remove this one, then try to remove this plate, and then make a small hole here on the side, and then the wire will just go down like this. So yeah, it will look more neat. I don't think I can put the wire under here. That's going to be complicated, but we'll see how it looks like when I remove this plate. Whoops. Alright, I have to adjust my time frame. I thought I would do this quickly, but as usual, these jobs always take more time. So here I open the ceiling, and as you can see, there's the hole that I just drilled, so that's nice. But I decided I also want to put it behind this, meaning I have to unscrew this wooden element. So I have to remove all of this, loosen all the screws, then hope it will come out smooth, and yeah, it will look much better. So a little bit more work. So I loosened all these screws, but the thing I was afraid of is that I also have to remove this window. Yeah, otherwise the wood is too tight around it. So another small job. So I removed all the screws, but sure you guess it, it's not easy to get the window out. I don't know really how it is like mounted and what kind of glue or anything is being used, how tight it is, and I don't want to break it. What to do? So here you see that they used this to, of course, make it watertight. Could have thought of that before. So now I have to decide if I want to do the risk and try to remove that, and then be able to put this whole wide window frame inside the boats. So what I'm thinking now, what I can also do is I try to remove this a little bit, like 1-2 centimeters, and then where the cable is getting from the engine room, I drill a hole close to the hull, like here, and then the hole will be on the other side of this, so you will not really see it, and then I can squeeze this cable through the hole, and then with a bit of luck it can go on this side, up, and I can try to catch it on that side, and then it can go to the deck. I'm going to try if that will work. So now I see it also will be difficult, because of course there's this mounting plank on the other side, so I can't drill all the way through this blindly without moving this from the cabinet. So that is not an option, and I can't put this so much in front that there's enough space here for the cables. So what I'm now thinking is, if I cut this here slightly deeper, so the cable can go like this, and then it can dive in here, And then I also do the same there. You would just only see it for like this part above. Then I have to mount some nice piece of wood, like a frame, to cover the cable so you don't see the cable. Might be a bit of a shortcut, but maybe it's better than to remove this whole window with the risk of breaking it. And yeah, now it's watertight and everything. So I think I'll keep this, and then hopefully I can get the cable from there. So let's do that. I can use my new multi-tool. So really I want to cut as small as possible piece. So first do this, and then it's probably not big enough, but then I know how far I need to extend it. Still a bit more. I don't like it. So frustrating when your level of perfectionism is higher than your skills with the multi-tool. Just made a stupid mistake. See the scratch. Ay. Now I have a new thought. Like, I hope that wood on the back is not going all the way down. Then I'll make a very ugly, unnecessary cut in here. So I'll drill a hole to see. Alright, so luck is not on my side. It appears that the wood is going all the way down. So I'm not going to make like a whole cut here. It's like not necessary. So I'll put the cable like this, and then I'll put a nice frame on front in the same wood, so there will just be like a frame, like a cover for the cable, and then the cable will just go down here as close as possible to the wall. So that's what I'm going to do. Too bad, with a bit of luck, you know, it could have been more hollow here, because it sounds very hollow, but it's because it's just not attached to this wood here on the back. So yeah, too bad. Alright, here's how the cables come up, and then I have to go there. So, up to the deck. I have to clean the surface so I can glue the connector on. I'll do that with some cleaner for paint and these tools. Alright, that looks nice. So now it's time to connect this connector, and then afterwards I'm still going to clean it one more time because it was quite dirty. So I really wanted this to stick really good on the deck. Alright, so here we are. We mounted the thing to go through the deck. Not perfect. I'm a bit doubting how this foamy seal that was included, how that will be rainproof. We made it pretty tight, and we put this kit in the holes for the screw, so at least that should be good. And here's the cover, so we slide it to there, so it will look beautiful. Of course, I forgot to put these rubber grommets inside first to make it more waterproof. So let's do it again. There they are. Voila, looking good. Alright, small break time. Also important, sometimes take a break, right? Cheers. Alright, done with my break. So now I have to attach these two solar connectors to the cable, and very important to put the right one, like the plus at the plus side and then minus on the minus side, otherwise it will not work, because that happened to me before. So let's go. It's not easy to remove this metal thingy inside. Damn. It's really fighting with me. And I don't know how to win. Why do people design it like this? That when you want to install it, you first have to So this is the small metal thing I got out finally after 5 minutes. So now I'll put the cable in here and then I'll try to put it back. Hopefully I'm doing the right thing. So now I start to understand why it was so difficult to remove this. Apparently it should stay inside and then you just put the cable in here, because I can't put the mantle of the cable all the way in. It's not big enough, so I have to find a loophole. I'll drill this slightly bigger and then the whole cable can go through. Then I mount this back on the cable and then I put it back. So hopefully that works and I don't have to buy another connector. Of course, you basically know that when you have to do something like this, you already screwed up. It's probably the case, but okay, that went nice. So now this hole is a bit bigger. So I hope that now the cable is going to fit. Okay, so far yes, because the cable is entirely through it, not a lot of space, it's just a perfect fit. So now I have to put that iron thing here on the wire. Now I'm not sure what to do. Should I just put this with the plier like really tight and then the shape will be different and it might not completely mount back into this connector? Or do I keep it like this? I think I'm going to put with the plier it tight and then see what happens. There we go, hopefully it works. Okay, now it looks like this and it fits into the connector. So I'm hopeful. So now I'm going to do the same with this one, but try to not make the same mistake like last time. Still feel like I have to remove this, otherwise it can never have enough connection with the wire if I don't remove that first and tighten it. If you just put the wire in here, how can it fit? This is annoying. Let me try to remove it again, because I'm stubborn. This will take another 5 minutes and I might damage a thing or two. Okay, let me see how it looks like when I just put the wire in. Okay, maybe it's good enough. I'll try it. Alright, the solar panel is working. I removed at the end these metal things and I just connected the connectors and then put the cable in as far as possible, and then I could check on the app when the connection was there. So they just needed to go a bit further in, and that was better without these. And then I I made them tight. So all good. I'll observe how it will be going. I already saw about 90 watts of solar power initially, and it's like around 3 p.m. here, and the sun doesn't have the perfect angle, but yeah, looks promising. So I'm happy with the result of the day. It could have been neater, and now I still have to put the ceiling back and put everything back nicely, but yeah, we'll make that happen too. All right, enjoy your day. All right, so what is the end result? Here's the panel that we installed together, and in the meantime I also installed one on the other side, and also the ceiling inside I do. Here's the nice scenery here in the Netherlands of Friesland. So also here on the inside it looks much neater now. As you see, the ceiling is back, so that's where the cable comes from solar panel 1. And then there on the other side, behind the cooler box, that's where the cable of solar panel 2 is coming from. And then they merge here in this closet. As you can see here. So here's the splitter. So these are coming from the two panels, the positive ones, the negative ones. Then they merge and they go with this cable to the solar charger. I also don't think I've shown you the solar. For that we have to go to the engine room. It's also nice to see. So I can access the engine room by lifting this table here, moving this junk. That's the engine room. Oh, Nala's coming to see as well. Hey Nala, what up? I'll go for a walk with you soon, okay? Not now. Okay, so let me come in. So now I'm inside of the engine room. Okay, here's the engine. Here's the charger for the power from the dock. And here is the SmartSolar charger from Victron. And here's the two cables that are going to the stern of the boat. Then you also see two cables connected to load. So that's where I connected one of my fridges to. So that fridge will only start working, like the load function you can program when it will switch on. So I decided like only when there's more than 13.2 volt of power it will switch on. So that means the batteries are like charged, the solar panels are working, or maybe I'm connected to power from the dock. So then that's when that fridge will work, because that's a fridge that uses a lot of power. So that's more for drinks and stuff like that, but not for my other fridge, which is always on. Then you see here, these are my two batteries, 1040 amp hour each. And yeah, so the other cable goes to the batteries to charge the batteries, obviously. Then here I have my converter, so that's for the 220 volt, so that's for the Starlink, for charging my laptop and stuff. I have two wall sockets in the boat that I can use, and also the switch is in the boat, so I can manually switch this one on and off. So it has a max of 1000 watt. So yeah, that's the last thing that I want to show you. So the solar panels are working great. I think I'm self-sufficient now, but I'll keep monitoring it, how it will also go when the days are getting shorter. There will be less sun, more clouds this coming winter season.